But most people come down and they do work, but you've always got time to have a chat.
Don't do a lot of work, but I enjoy it, you know. Company, little chat, bit of digging now and again, not a lot.
They just all sit around and put the world to rights.
We'll sit down and have a cup of tea, and the bacon sarnie.
If you took the allotment away from Jack in the summer, he'd have 50% of his life missing.
You got the allotment for me. To save both our sanities, really, because after a little while I can't sit round. I've got to be busy, got to be doing something. So she got it for me to get me out of her hair, really.
I like to get rid of him for a couple of hours during the day so I can have my own space. But it's when it gets past a certain time, and I think he should be home now. You know, he shouldn't still be over there at this time of night. He should be here. I want someone to talk to now.
She gets a bit peeved sometimes, she gets a bit annoyed. You know, if I spend too much time over there. It's like I think she feels as if I'm neglecting her sometimes. She gets the ump. When I first went there, I didn't know how to grow nothing. I used to just ask the old boys. And what I used to do is ask about 3 or 4 of them the same question. And it's paid off for me because I found out with asking them all, they've all got their own ideas and they don't tell each other much. But if somebody new comes on the thing and they think a young fella is interested, they'll tell him. But they don't tell each other for some reason. I can't understand it with them sometimes.
So all the time that Jack spends over the allotment, I do begrudge it a bit because I do feel he could be over here helping me clean this house that we have.
Oh, give me the allotment any day. I'm not into that domestic stuff. They'll just sit round and tell jokes, tell lies, just generally pass the time of day. It's good. Sometimes I just go over to see the old boys. Then his little Bill, he was digging a hole to put his pipe in for his pump. He dug down so far one day, and he hadn't thought about getting out the hole. So he was stuck in the middle of the allotments, nobody's around, and he can't get out the hole. He's there for hours, shouting for help. As it was, one of the old boys, Stanley, turned up looking round. He could hear his voice, and he come over looking. Seen our Bill down the hole, he had to nip off and make a ladder out of some bits of wood. Nail some lats on so he could get up the hole. He'd been down there about 3 hours.
I don't trust him to do a good and thorough job round the house. He'll hoover for me, but he doesn't think to dust. And just the little things that women do, you know, cleaning all the nooks and crannies and dusting. He doesn't think to do that.
She gets a gob on sometimes, but most of the time she's all right. You know what I mean? She knows what I'm like. She only says something because she thinks it's a duty to. I do it for both of us, really. We both eat it. That's Nicola's idea of helping me. Eating the veg. She'll notice if she had to go out and buy everything that I grow.
I mean, I could go over there and sometimes the allotment will look tidier than the house does. All John and Jack need in their sheds is a bed and a cooker, and they've got their own little home. So if you ever fall out, Jack can go and keep in his shed.
You've got to have a shed to keep your bits and pieces in, you know. Got a stove here, a cup of tea, little chat. And if you can't get outside, have a game crib. Game of cards or crib, anything like that. you know, till they get fed up. Some go home, some stay here. That's all we do then. That's the card. Pack of playing cards. Coffee, tea, sugar. That's the lot. Suntan lotion. When we get any sun. When we get any sun. That's it.
I think it's because they're lonely. They've got nothing else to do. It's their way of getting out of the house. At first, when I'm sitting here waiting for him to come home, I'll feel hurt because I think he should be at home with me. And then that's when he gets the comments.
Sometimes you think, oh, where have you been till now? I thought you was coming in.
He'll get on the defensive because he knows he's been over there a long time.
I was telling her, lost all track of time.
But he had to pick the strawberries before the blackbirds got them. Well, you know how many hours that takes.
I mean, I got carried away, got busy, and one thing leads to another.
But he's usually got his excuse ready before he even walks through the front door.
Hey, Dol.
Where have you been?
Oh, I got carried away. You know what it is.
Oh, hon, I told you to be home early tonight.
Sorry about that. Just lost all track of time.
Make me a drink.
What do you want?
Coffee.
Okie dokie.
Caffeiness out the fridge, please.
Alright, good.
In a nice cup.
Most of the time I'm talking, I think. I suppose I'm a bit selfish, really, because I spend more of my quality time over there than I do with Nicola. I've mastered it now. I'm trying to make an happy medium out of it, like, you know what I mean? So I spend a lot of time with Nicola as well as over there. The first thing I think and do when somebody mentions the word allotments is tut and roll my eyes towards the sky. What else can I say?